Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our session Enlightenment Through Meditation. I would like to thank you, I would like to welcome you for joining us tonight, our California time, 6 o'clock every Saturday. And as always, I would like to thank all the feet who have come here. I would like to thank all the fingers who have taken the time to press and turn on the computers and are willing and settled at the level of mind to watch this session. Very thankful. And we will go on to our continuation of self-awareness. This is our 9th session. We have been talking about how we know when our self-awareness is growing. How do we know? When do we know? And what are the qualities that develop as we start to move on to self-awareness? Because once again, the attention has to be on all self, ourself, taking away from others and putting all the concentration on ourselves because we want our inner awareness to grow further and further. So one of the questions, because there is no end to a subject, consciousness, awareness, inner guidance, there is no end to them. They all keep growing. So when we hear the same thing again, we always have a different perspective. And we want to know why we have to grow it. What is the need of awareness? Although we have discussed all this in the past sessions, but just a quick review. As the inner awareness grows, the unity between the nature, whatever is happening around us, what is happening around us, why it is happening around us, and how we pass this time. This awareness, handling our present situation, gets better and better because our perspective starts to get bigger, wider, and when it is wider, we can absorb more. So that is definitely a better place to be. So little things would not bother us as much. We can handle life better. We can get more settled down. So everything is not turning our life upside down. Because as we notice, little thing happen here, little thing happen there, and we get all into a turmoil. Just like a child, when they are in school, some activity happens, they come and tell their parents this happened, and the child is really concerned about it, very upset about it, sometimes crying about it. And we as a parent go and we understand the situation. Or for the child, the little thing is the big thing. But for us, it is still the little thing. So we make the child understand that that's not the end of the world. Same thing almost like that happens when our awareness grows. As it grows bigger and bigger, our vision becomes broader and our day-to-day happenings become less important. We know the time will pass. Sometimes we go over the hump, sometimes we come down, and it is a phase that passes, but overall our life will pass. And that's a good place to be, because as we see it from that perspective, we get more settled. So, after this little briefing, let's go back to what we had discussed in last few sessions. As our awareness grows, there are many qualities which all of us have, like the kindness we have, the sharing we have, love we have, satisfaction we have, being in peace. We have all those treasures in us, and we reviewed that a couple of sessions ago. And as we start to get better and more aware in self awareness, these qualities start to come out. Why they are called virtuous qualities? That's another thing. Being angry is not called a virtuous quality, but being peaceful is virtuous. Because when somebody or us ourselves, when we are angry, everything is in a big commotion, it's moving. We like, as a human being, we like to be in a peaceful environment. We like to see how life runs nice, smooth, and it keeps on going. When there is turmoil, we don't like it as much as a human being. We want settling, more settling. So when these qualities of peace and kindness and all these come out, they give a direction to our life. We become more at the baseline, and we have noticed at the level of body also, when we are at the baseline, our life runs smoother because the stress level goes down, the body operates better, even the mind operates better. We start noticing more productivity in our work. So these virtuous qualities, not that they are called only virtuous, but they become positive and positive, resulting in our day-to-day activities, where those activities start to give us some positive results. And this arena of positivity becomes bigger and bigger because we pass on this positivity to whoever we meet with. We make their life a little more peaceful, even if it's a small difference. From there, it goes to the next person, it becomes a little bit bigger. So we are happier. By making other people happy, we also grow in terms of more peace. Because whoever you give happiness, as a divine law, it comes back to us many folds more. So we are going to talk about a few things, that development, how we start to develop into it. Why should we develop into it? At the same time, we will also talk a little bit about fight with mind, because mind is the intelligent one. It's going to always say, hey, what is your benefit? What is this person's benefit? Why are you doing it? Should you be doing it? Is this the right time to do it? Oh my God, you are losing all the advantage. You are the loser. So win and lose with mind and heart constantly takes place. Sometimes when we think we are working at the level of heart, we realize we aren't. We are really evaluating. And sometimes we think we are really judging and doing this and this and that, but we feel no, it's not like that. It has to go like that because the inner voice takes over and it dictates us. Although we feel it's mind, but actually inner self takes over. So we will talk about win and lose. And after going through that over and over again, because I have mentioned several times that in awareness we go up and sometimes we come down, and then we go up again and we come down. This is a battle every single day. And we will not win, lose, not lose. We are the best judge for ourselves. Once again, because it's self-awareness, that's why. So in that case, our final direction is to move on and move on, because we are still going on a positive path. And if you see, I'm sure we all do investments and we put our money somewhere in the funds here, this kind of fund or that kind of fund, growth fund and this. But generally it is said, if you go to an investor, he is going to say, if you are going to invest some money, don't start looking what is happening every day, because sometime it is up, sometime it is down, you're gonna have a heart attack. So they say put the money, invest the money, and then for 6 months or a year, don't look every day. Try to look in a year's time, 6 months' time, and if you have made a wise choice, you have thought through what you are doing, why you are doing, which direction you are going. Sometimes we take the funds that are not going to give us so much growth but more stable. Sometimes we want very volatile kind, they go up and down very fast, but your growth is very fast or you fall very fast. It is almost, you can relate in self-awareness, it's same thing. Sometimes you're gonna go very high. When you go very high very fast, there is going to be a test. Always there is a test. We go to school, there is a test. You are never given the second grade until you pass that test. So if you grow very fast, there is going to be a test. You may pass, you may fail. If you fail, you boom, here you come down again. And then you go back again. And then again there is a test. So this is self-awareness is such a big chapter, like nature, open, unlimited, unknown, beyond and beyond, that there is no end to it. So what will happen as we grow into it, the realization will come. Sometimes we will win, sometimes we will lose. But the bottom line is, are we moving on in the positive direction? So let's take a topic today, and that we will go over kindness. Kindness is a very virtuous thing when you are kind to anyone that you know, especially if they are in need, and or if they are going through some sorrows or bad times. You extend your kindness to them, you feel good, but the receiver feels many times more. And when this kindness touches the heart, there is a feeling that comes out for the person who is doing this kindness. That's called a blessing. The blessing is defined as the inner feeling that comes out. You cannot make it. If I say standing here, my blessings go, yeah, they have a value. Because, so 1 cent of money or 5 cents of money or a quarter or a dollar, all have value. But when you help someone who is in need, you do the kindness act to them, they receive, get benefited, there is a very high level of heart feeling comes out for you that melts, that goes into the universe, and as big the universe is, it comes back to you. And that is why we say what is done comes back to you. If you do good, the same law applies. If you do something not so good, this law still applies. So it is for our own benefit to know where we are heading. So why should this kindness come to us? What it has to do with self-awareness? As I mentioned in the previous sessions, our liking to know more about self grows. As it grows more, we find little by little what are the things that are happening in this universe, with or without us, with or without our heart, or with or without our minds. They are happening. We start getting into these things more and more. We find out day comes, sun comes out, doesn't need our permission. Moon comes out, doesn't need our permission. Our body is operating, not necessarily getting our permission. Brain is working because it is working. The day it doesn't work, we have a problem. So we start to feel that really we do not have control. And there are some stubborn minds. We start from somewhere. That mind says this is how it's supposed to be. Well, that's a perspective. Not necessarily right, not necessarily wrong. Anyone who is standing at a place is going to see the way those eyes see. There are so many factors involved. The standing, the placement, the light, the fixtures, the availability, or whatever that may be. For example, in a room, it depends, it's not right or wrong. So that could be a perspective that this is how it's supposed to be. But as the self awareness starts to grow, there is always going to be some kind of attention that we start to pay. We pay attention that why this is all happening. Sometimes things happen to us. We plan for something else, happens something else, and we wonder why it is happening. Why, or even we get so desperate, sometimes we start to think why it's happening to me and why we are victimized. I mean, there are so many ways. But as we start looking into ourselves and getting in tuned with ourselves, because there is everybody who is alive has consciousness within, and the consciousness is complete. Nobody has been given half consciousness. It doesn't exist. So when we start getting in tune, we start to realize what we have, and we start to experiment on them. We feel like all these treasures that we have of good virtuous characters start to come out. We feel like trying them. So we are talking about kindness. So let's say we start feeling, let's do kindness. Let's do an act of kindness and see what happens. First, we sometimes start with a testing attitude. We want to test the universe. We say, okay, I'm going to give this person this thing and I will see what happens to me. They say what goes around comes around, so I give him $10. Let's say if I get $100 back, I'm testing. Well, that really, there is no self-consciousness, increase, awareness or whatever. We are in a testing mode. There is nothing that will happen with that attitude, because our wavelength is really not the same what inner self is at. We are operating in a testing, and our hearts are running at low wavelength, at a base wavelength. So now we are in a testing mode. We go and give somebody some money, or we help somebody with something, and we say no, nothing happened. But there are two ways to look at it. First, our own attitude, because we know we are the best judge of ourselves. How did we do this activity? Were we judging? Yes. Should we look for results? No. Are we looking for results? Yes. Is this how this equation is gonna go? No. Because it is not a mathematical mind intellectual thing that we are doing. We are working with abstract. And with abstract, the law is that you have to blend in. If you have to become air, you have to totally become the air. You cannot be a solid thing and think that I have merged into air. To be invisible like air, you have to become like air. That is the law. That's how self-awareness works. So going back to the example, so we do the kindness first by testing that I did something to someone, did it come back to me? But then the realization also, it's a school. We are the teacher. Inside is the teacher. We at the level of mind and intellect are the students. We are doing it to each other, within ourselves. The great thing is the teacher is in, the school is within us, and the student is also within us. We don't need to go anywhere. That's a good thing. We don't have to pay fees to anyone. So that's a good thing. Now we looked at kindness, is it developing? And we would realize little by doing these acts, because we are testing. Our minds will never let us do it, but our heart will say, hey, give somebody very small amount and don't expect anything in return. We will go through that trial because we need to, and we have to, and we will. Even if we don't have to, we will. Because we are doing trial and error. We are working with the body, which sees everything and mind, which sees everything at an outside level. So we will notice that when we do like that, we are developing little by little, and it feels good. Not everyone. But some of us may feel that. And that is why I put out here development. We will develop into it. Sometimes this development take our whole life and we may not learn. It may happen in one day, in one act for someone. We are never sure, you are never sure, we don't know. But it depends on where we are starting. I'm sure all of us have come through some of the people who are very well in tuned, very introvert also. And we meet with some people who cannot be, unless there are 10 people or 15 people or their friends or their relative, their attention is very extrovert outside, it's going outside. So how long does it take to develop this quality of kindness? There is no set limit. How much is the kindness? There is no set limit. But we can keep on going, we can keep on trying, because all these sessions, meditation, enlightenment we are talking about, this may not be for everyone. Although we realize that each drop which has been away from the ocean will merge into that ocean one day, but that day may not be today. Their day may be after 1 year, maybe after 10 years, may not be in this lifetime, maybe sometime we don't even know. And that's fine, because this is beyond binding. The whole thing about meditation and enlightenment and awareness and growth and self and being inner tuning is beyond and beyond. So this development will happen, but as we grow into more and more self-awareness, this development start to happen. And then what will happen? The next step is mind will come into play. Because sometimes when we are going to do a good deed or good act, we will end up maybe as a physical loss, maybe a mental loss, maybe some other problem, but the problems will come for sure. That's how it works, because as I mentioned earlier, there is going to be always a testing. So as the development happens, the fight will also come with mind. Now we will start to notice that doing good act to someone, a child who doesn't know a subject, we having taking the time from our busy schedule to teach him a subject and him passing his exams or test, whatever that may be, makes us feel good because the child is so happy. But we gave our time. In that time, if I had a business, I could have made more money. Or if I was working for somebody, I could have done overtime and gotten some money, could have bought some pleasure for me. I sacrificed that. So mind is not gonna like it. Mind is gonna say, hey, you are losing. What is that kid? If you don't help, somebody else can help him or her. Why you? You shouldn't. It will always try to keep us under its own grip, because mind knows if it lets us go, we will spread more and more of this kindness. And can you imagine if everybody was so kind to each other, what will happen? So therefore we move on, and we fight on, and we move on, and at times what will happen, there may be a situation which we cannot handle, and then we may fall. At that time, we will go our inner self. We will make a judgment. Is this path the right path? The awareness. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I look into it? Is it really benefiting me? And sometimes we totally drift off. Our mind becomes so strong. Our circumstances become so strong. We don't know how to handle ourselves. If we get in the company of some friends, or some teachers, or some associates who are not into this enlightenment or within, or how the inner self works, that also helps us to drift much further, much faster. Very easy. To drift away is very easy. And along with that goes all our qualities which we were cultivating within ourselves. And one of them, which is we are talking, is kindness. So as we go along, the fight, why mind fights? Why? Why doesn't say, yeah, go do it? Because mind comes at the lowest level of when the abstract or the consciousness was coming into the body. In the beginning, when the mother gets pregnant, how do you know? There is little by little the body is forming within the body of the mother. But the life is already placed. Life comes first, mother and father, and the life comes first, and then the physical development happens, right? So as the consciousness grows further and further, which is actually the rider, and it rides on the mind, at this point the mind has taken over the control. So mind is going, no, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, why should you do this? Always questioning. And rightfully so, we think we have to do things. If giving is good, if I give everything away, then what would I have? My mortgage payment is due. Who's gonna give me? And very rightful thing to think. But with the consciousness inside, we realize that so many expenses I need for me. There is no need for me to put in the bank so much money which is just sitting there making me alone richer and better. Maybe I can take this some money out and give it to this school where more kids can read or study and make their lives. Now you are helping to those people who could not have this. Is it your giving? Yes. Is it for a good cause? Yes. Are you being less greedy to yourself? Yes. Are you bringing your own ego down? Yes. And is this all good for you? Yes. Why? Because you are coming to the baseline. Nature is always running at a baseline. Universe is at a baseline. So when we are in tuning with the baseline, these things are coming. Now the mind is fighting on the other side, that by giving you are becoming less powerful, because your power, money is the power, and is becoming less. If those kids don't read, they are not part of your life, they are not your relative, you are not gaining anything, why should you do it? Then that is also stopping. You are spending the time, that is also stopping. So mind will always be there to break away from any kindness that we want to do at the level of heart. But as we grow more and more, the beauty is that heart also keeps on saying, no, I got to do it. And then sometimes as pure we become in thinking like that and doing these acts without expecting something in return, we start to find how universe starts to come and help us. Those little incidents start to happen to us without looking for them. Because always remember that these things happen. Inner consciousness, we try to work with it, we do all this, but when the rise comes, it comes to us. Some activity will happen that we will notice and we will say, man, we never thought it will materialize like that. How beautifully everything has come into place. That's universe helping us. For what? Neither we need to know, nor it helps us, because whatever has happened in the past. There is no point in making the judgment. But sometimes when we are sitting, suddenly that thought will come, oh my God, that act I did, and as a result, look at this, what has happened. And that comes as strength to us to grow more into it. Because once we are walking on the path of awareness and we our inner consciousness is getting more and more enlightened, then that power that is making us to walk towards it also gives us help. So we walk a little step, this comes and pulls us from this side and says, come on, I'll take you. And it will make us realize, and that's where the fight with mind, we win. Sometimes we lose. And as I was stating, that just like that money market, when the money comes down and goes up, we feel bad. We go down. Sometimes it takes us a year to get back on this again because we have lost. But that's okay. As long as we are moving on, we are moving on, we are looking at ourselves, we are realizing that yeah, we need help. We don't think that we know it all. Because that attitude, we fall, we go, now we are not gonna stand up again because so many people know and my reputation is gone, and how would I show my face, and my nose which was so high, how I'm gonna see walk with the lower nose. These things go away because we learn also humility. We are discussing kindness, but as we grow more and more, we learn the humility as well. So we don't mind. We shake off your clothes, we fell down, we realize it, we get up and move on again. So sometimes we do win, sometimes we lose. Winning we like, but there is one other big thing that we have to learn while we are on this path of self-awareness, that we treat winning and losing the same. If we win, we stay on the same level. If we lose, we stay on the same level. So what this helps us with, we don't become too egotistical. Oh my God, there is nobody like us. I did this kindness, I did that, and I'm the best, and tell me how nice I am. All these things start to go away. When we lose at times, we are not worried. We think, yeah, it's okay. Because we never built our ego so high that we feel we can never fall. We prepared ourselves. We said, on this path, I will win sometimes, I would lose many times. Now, when we set that kind of expectation from us, in humility, when we fall, we will say it's okay. It's all right. Because we are learner. Because we are a student of our own self, and our own self is telling us, go slowly, take your time, prepare to fall, and when you fall, prepare to get up. Take your time, manage yourself, don't be in a rush, because tomorrow will come again. Nature always works the same way. So we are getting in tune with that. When we are getting in tune with that, same way, if there is too much rain tomorrow, tomorrow could be sunny. If it was too much hot tomorrow, the night could be cooler. The next day could be very hot, but every day there is a next day. So same thing happens with us. We win sometimes, we lose at times, but we come right back and we grow in kindness. Do the kind acts, try to see how it is working for us, and we just move on and on and on. And with that, I would like to finish today's session. Thank you so much for joining me. I am sure I enjoy these sessions. I am hoping that you like these sessions. If you like to ask us questions, we always mention you can write your questions, and I would be more than happy to answer them during the session or later on. If you would like to leave your comments, you can come to our website, that's drkors.com. You can follow us on Twitter, and you can come to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/drkors. You can watch us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/drkors, or you can watch our sessions on Ustream. Always remember, happiness is not too far, and I love you all. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next Saturday again. Thank you and have a great day.